Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel World of Software Testing. So far we have covered all the black box testing technique types in our previous lectures. In this lecture we will take an overview of different types of software testing and we will cover all the different types of software testing in detail in the subsequent lectures. So let's start with this lecture. So the software testing is mainly divided into two ways. So maybe we can do software testing in two ways. The first one is manual testing and the second one is automation testing. So the manual testing is nothing but testing the software application without use of any automation tools. The automation tools such as Selenium. So we are not using any of the automation tool in case of manual testing, and the tester is actually the person who is testing the application with the manual steps. So he will perform each and every operation on the application to get the required results, and will check if the application is behaving as expected or not. The second one is automation testing. So automation testing is nothing but testing the application with the use of automation tools such as Selenium. So we are using the Selenium tool or any other tools, any automation tool we can use for the automation testing, and we run the automated test. So the user or the QA tester is not actually testing the application. So it is the automated test, and all the automated test will run overnight without any interruption. So these are further categorized into the white box testing and the black box testing. So the white box testing is nothing but a WBT, or also called as clear box testing, and black box testing is nothing but a BBT. So the black box testing, we are mainly focusing on the black box testing as a testing. So these are primarily divided into functional testing, non-functional testing, and the regression testing. So here the functional testing is nothing but what the product does. It tests what the product does. It checks the operations and actions on the application, whether those are behaving as per expectations or not. In case of non-functional testing checks the behavior of the application. So like in how much time we are getting the response from the system, like that. The performance related activities are comes under the non-functional testing. And then there is a regression testing. So basically the regression testing is a type of testing that is done to verify that the code change in the software due to changes in the functionalities, that is addition of the functionality or the deletion of the functionality or the bug fixes, does not impact the existing functionality of the product. So because of the code changes or the bug fixes, there should not be any change in the existing functionality, and it should work as it was working before. So this is nothing but a regression testing. So the functional testing is again divided into unit testing. So unit testing we have already covered in our previous lectures. If you have not watched, you can go back to our playlist and you can watch the lecture on the unit testing. Then the integration testing. Integration testing also we have already covered in our previous lectures. So basically the integration testing is also known as integration and testing. This is INT, which is a type of software testing in which different units, modules, or the components of software application are combined and tested as a group. So after grouping all these components and modules, this unit is completely tested as a group, which is nothing but integration testing. However, these modules may be coded by different programmers. So after the integration of all these complete modules or units, the integration testing is performed. So there are two types of integration testing. First one is the incremental testing, and then the non-incremental testing. So again, the incremental testing is categorized into the top-down approach and the bottom-up approach, and one more approach is there, that is a sandwich approach. So we basically don't use that sandwich approach here. The third type is a system testing. So system testing is again divided into four types, like end-to-end testing, smoke testing, sanity testing, monkey testing. So basically this divides into some of the test, and which is a very vast group of testing, comes under the system testing. Not only these four tests, there are different testings applies to the system testing, because in system testing we are completely testing the system as a whole. The next is the acceptance testing. So the acceptance testing is again categorized into two testing, that is alpha testing and beta testing. So the alpha testing is performed before the product releases to identify errors or bugs. So before releasing the product to production, we are doing the alpha testing. It is carried out in a controlled or lab environment by internal QA team. So no outside involvement is there in the alpha testing. So once the alpha testing is completed, the application moves on to the beta testing. So beta testing is nothing but in which a selected group of users tries out the application, and after their feedback, there will be some changes or modifications can be made if it's not working as expected. So the main goal of beta testing is to gauge the customer satisfaction, ensuring that the app is ready for the end user. So this is nothing but a beta testing. The other testings are the behavioral testing. So the behavioral testing is the testing of external behavior of the program without knowing the internal coding structure of the application. So this is mainly the basic idea of black box testing. So we don't need to understand the internal code structure of the application. We are just checking the external behavior of the application. So let's say, for example, if the radio button is working as expected or not. The second one is the input domain testing. So this is nothing but related to the different objects on the application, such as the text box, the radio button, the different buttons, the drop downs. So this is basically the checking of those objects. The third one is the error handling testing. So the error handling testing is performed to check whether the system is capable of or able to handle the errors that may happen in future. So if there are some incorrect transactions going on, then in that case the system should throw some of the errors. So that can be checked in the error handling testing. Then the backend testing. So this is nothing but related to the database testing. Then there is a service level testing, calculation based testing. So these are some other types of functional testings we have. So not only this is the complete list. We have a lot of tests comes under the functional testing. The second is non-functional testing. There are the first one is the performance testing, which is nothing but checking the performance of the system, if it's acceptable level as per the customer requirements or not. So performance testing has its types: load testing, stress testing, data volume testing, data storage testing. Then the next is usability testing. So in usability testing is basically related to the look and feel of the application. So we are checking the look and feel of the application in case of usability testing. Then there is a security testing. So in security testing there are different types of testing comes, like vulnerability testing, security scanning, penetration testing, risk assessment, security auditing, ethical hacking, posture assessment. So the applications such as banking applications, those needs to have more security. For such applications we need to perform security testing. Then there are some other testing types as well: the compatibility testing, recovery testing, configuration testing, installation testing, inter-system testing, sanitation testing, parallel testing, and the globalization testing. So we are going to cover each and every types of testing in our subsequent lectures. The third main type is the regression testing. So again, regression has their different types, such as full regression or complete regression, partial regression or regional regression, or the unit regression. So we have different types of regression testing as well. So apart from this, we have retesting. So after the bug has been fixed by the developer, the QA will perform the retesting on the application. So these are the different types of software testings we have in software development process. So thanks for watching this video. Hope you have enjoyed watching it. We are going to cover each and every testing types in our subsequent lectures. So if you do have any queries or doubts, please let us know in the comment section below. Thank you so much.